We are joined this afternoon by one of our favorite vets, Dr. Ruthann Lobos, to answer all your questions, and some of them in our news studio, all about your animals.
This is going to be fun. So let's get straight to it. We're going to start with the simplest one, Dr. Ruthann. Who wants to know? Oh, Martin wants to know, is there any such thing as a bad dog, or would you chalk it up to like bad owners?
Ooh, that's a good one. It could be, usually it's a combination of the two, and really understanding dogs' body language and kind of their needs is a tricky skill. So if you are having problems, I certainly recommend reaching out to your own veterinarian. And then there are also lots of great trainers that can really help you to understand and kind of decode your dog's behaviors.
Ooh, decoding. I think that's really great. One of our newsroom dogs, or newsroom people's dogs, had to switch foods due to a digestive issue. She does not like the new food, the dog. She hasn't eaten in 2 days. Oh, no. So will dogs go on a hunger strike if they don't like their food? And what can we do to make them eat?
Sure. So they can go on a hunger strike if they don't like their food. They also can have habits where they start to kind of train us to be more creative with what we feed them. It is okay for a dog to go 24 hours without food. Cats, it's a different story. They can really get sick and have some liver problems if they don't eat on a regular basis.
I did not know that.
So things to help to transition. One that I really love is Purina makes a veterinary probiotic, so it's the good bacteria that's in there. It's the #1 veterinary recommended probiotic, and it's also made with a little brown powder that is like a palatability enhancer. So sometimes kind of sprinkling that powder on there not only helps it to taste better, but then also helps with the transition from one diet to the next diet.
Good information. Let's ask her this question now. This is from a viewer with a puppy who's about 8 months old, and she asks, he knows how to use the bathroom outside, but he keeps having accidents inside. That's like my 7-year-old dog. What can we do about things like that?
Yeah, so I think one of the things too is to, when you're home, to set a timer so that you get in a consistent routine of like every 30 minutes that you take them outside to go to the bathroom, and then using a very consistent word. So whether that's potty or go to the bathroom or go on the grass or whatever phrase that it is, to be very consistent with that. And then certainly positive reinforcement when it happens. We know through good research that the more further the long-term results what you'll get is with positive reinforcement versus negative quote-unquote punishment.
I like that. Positive reinforcement. One of our viewers, here's another one, wrote in to say that their groomer found a couple of fleas on the family dog. They gave the dog a bath with a specialty shampoo. What else do they need to do?
Yeah, so especially this time of year when all of the creepy crawlies are coming out, having your pet on a veterinary recommended flea and tick preventative is the best route to go. Because most of the time fleas don't spend their days on the dogs. They like to spend their time in the dark and under surfaces and things like that. So if you're seeing them on your pets, you definitely want to make sure to start on that veterinary recommended preventative.
Okay, next question I think is a great one. A viewer wrote in and asked about dental care for dogs. This particular person says they don't really brush their dog's teeth. Is that something you need to do?
So fun fact is only about 2% of pet parents actually brush their dogs or cats' teeth.
I don't.
It can be time consuming and scary. That's what I recommend when you get a new puppy, is to get them used to having your fingers in their mouths so you can do that. But there are other things you can do, like functional treats. Purina makes one called Dental Life that has the Veterinary Oral Health Council's seal of approval that it does actually reduce plaque and tartar on their teeth. So if you're going to go with a treat, might as well have kind of a bonus function of it too and help to clean their teeth at the same time.
Okay. Do you clean your dog's teeth?
I don't, and his teeth are so bad now that we're going to have some removed. So I am like a horror story of you know what it is to not clean your dog's teeth.
I've been there. Yep. Okay, so this is a good one because our producer's been going through this right now.
Okay.
Our producer has an 11-year-old cat who recently had its leg amputated because of an illness. How do you help animals with the transition after such a serious surgery?
Sure. So certainly making sure that that incision site and all of that stays nice and healthy. That's why regular checkups with your veterinarian certainly important. But then there are things like I'm certified in veterinary acupuncture. So helping them from a pain management standpoint is certainly key. But it is also fascinating to see. One of my friends who's a veterinary oncologist says that our cats and dogs are three-legged built with a spare. So they adapt really, really well when that leg is removed, as long as we can help to control their pain.
Oh, that's good advice.
They adapt well with their 3 legs.
Truly. Dr. Ruthann Lobos, thank you for answering
you.
all of our viewers' questions, and we're going to bring her back and do this again soon. So send us your questions. Thank you.